Rarely does anyone ask you why. My belief is that the what's that make up our lives result from our search for the why. Our what's are what we do when we are looking for our why. The challenge for most of us is that we stop at what because it is easy to measure. We don't have to think about it as long as we do when trying to determine our why. So we get stuck at what, as it is easy to find in status, titles, material gains, financial milestones, in comparisons with how well our friends and colleagues are doing. How is what we need to do to get to our why? For each of us, the why represents our reasons, what's important to us, our life purpose. It's about what matters most to us, our core value that form the fabric of our being. The why, in part, is what we stand for and what we want to be known or famous for as we live a meaningful life. Your why is that one thing that is wanting and often waiting to burst out of you. It is the passion that you have put off as everyday life has taken over and consumed you. It is what in your heart, that voice telling you that this is the right thing to do, both for you and for those around you. Yet sometimes it is hard to determine, as there is no logic to your thinking. I'm not saying you will achieve nothing if you are not clear on your why. You see, when you are focused so much on the what, you will achieve a great deal, more than most people in your circle of friends, family, and colleagues. But after a time, you will wonder why you are doing it. You will experience a weird sense of unreasonable disenchantment. You know you have achieved and are still achieving. So why are you feeling so disillusioned, disengaged, disappointed, or detached? You don't have any right to feeling that way. Compared with others, you are doing so well. You really don't have any logical reason to feel this way, and yet you do. Once again, deciding on your why is infinitely harder than determining what you want or how or when you are going to achieve it. Why tends to depend on an emotion-based decision that reflects your true self, the essential of you as a person. What is logically based and is determined by your thought processes, past experiences, and learning from those who have gone before you. How is about action, making progress, implementing ideas, and being open to attaining rather than just thinking about the goal. When is the time frame within which you desire to achieve the goal? Look at it in this way. Most people rarely cross the mental and physical divide that exists between what their goals are and why they really want them. Let's face it, most people don't set goals for the week, month, or year. And now we are asking them to determine why they exist, their purpose, and the contribution they will make to those close to them, those who know them, and those who may never know them but will benefit from their legacy. It is not that people don't want to discover their why. Rather, either they don't allow themselves the time to indulge in what is possible, or life becomes too all consuming to take time out to sit down and think about the big picture. The idea of doing this can be daunting, and it is far easier to become busy being busy. And those few who are not sure where to start take the easy road of not doing it at all. When I interviewed when I interview passionate people for my blog or listen to people from the stage, a common theme permits their language. I always wanted to. I knew I had to try. This one thought dominated my thinking since I was a kid. I dreamed about it all the time. I always knew I would pursue this goal. Industry leaders, global leaders, great scientists, designers, inventors, innovators, artists, musicians, Nobel or Pulitzer Prize winners, or Olympic gold medalists are all very connected to their why and their reason. Why is not just confined to individuals. Companies need a big why to engage, enthuse, and energize their people and their customers. The companies and entrepreneurs that impress us are those that seem to have a big why, that noble pursue, noble purpose that connects us to their brand or products. Businesses, like people, sometimes lose their way though. Their noble purpose, their why, either becomes diluted or is disregarded, or people become disenchanted. At other times, people and businesses achieve their why but have not taken the time to refocus on what comes next. What's my why now? So, what is your why? Why were you put on this planet at this time? Why do you want to live a great, meaningful life? A life that is bigger than you, a bigger why than the one you have right now. 2. Creating real wealth. For most people, money is important. It gives them choices, options, and provides them with a certain type of lifestyle. I believe real wealth is a combination of three key components, which I call external wealth, internal wealth, and eternal wealth. External wealth is measured by what you have, whether that be your employment, business title, community status, money in the bank, the type of suburb you live in, what you own, the interests you pursue, or even the car you drive. Most of society measures people using this one criterion. However, such achievement or wealth does not guarantee happiness or overall life success, whatever that may mean for you. In my travels, I have met many wealthy people who are surrounded by the trapping of success and appear to the outside world to be high achievers without a worry in the world. Yet they are miserable and unfulfilled in their life. Internal wealth is measured by how much you like yourself. It is about self-love, that ability to like who you are, what you are doing, and the difference you make. This type of wealth is not measured by a balance sheet or bank account. It is measured by how you feel, how happy you are, how much love is in your life, and how filled with joy you are right now. Perhaps life for you just feels right. The final component, eternal wealth, is measured by what you do for others. It is about the legacy you leave for others to enjoy, the benefits you create for others, the values you pass on to those who know you personally and to those who you know who you from afar. This is about the gifts you create and leave for others to benefit from both while you are alive and after you have gone. It is not necessarily about creating a foundation or trust, but about creating a legacy that is bigger than you, outside of you, and will live on after you. If you want to explore this idea further, ask yourself these questions. External wealth. What material wealth and success do you want to achieve in your lifetime in order to feel secure, happy, and fulfilled? Internal wealth. What do you need to achieve as a person to feel a greater level of self-love? Eternal wealth. What legacy do you want to create for others to enjoy and benefit from both while you are here and when you are gone? 3. Be out of balance to be in flow. So often, gurus tell us to find the balance in our life. But what does that really mean? 8 hours sleep, 8 hours work, and 8 hours fun? I'm not sure if balance can be achieved through time allocation. However, it can be achieved by taking small, incremental steps that create a state of mind, a feeling of being in flow. What do I mean by being in flow? It is best explained as the feeling you have when everything is working out for you. Goals are achieved with a greater sense of ease, even a feeling of effortlessness. One opportunity leads to another, and that leads to another, which ultimately opens the door for you to attain a goal you had previously had no idea how you could achieve. It is a set of circumstances that manifest themselves in your life, connecting you to the right person and moving you forward and closer to your next milestone. It does not mean you have no challenges, but you seem to be able to take them in your stride. You are calmer, more composed, and find simple solutions that are easy to implement and resolve the issues. Often what happens in hindsight, you see or find the reason for the challenge being given to you in the first place. Being in flow means being on purpose, pursuing the goals that are right for you, living the life you have predetermined, and believing you deserve those results. The opposite to being in flow is being stuck. Have you ever felt stuck in my life? Nothing seems to be working for you, and every corner you turn reveals another roadblock. Challenges mount up, one after another, and you feel like the whole world has conspired to make your life a living hell. That is what being totally stuck means.